Hi Taurus, this is Tina from Soul Tie Tarot. Thank you so much for finding my channel. I'm very new to YouTube, so I know it's hard. If you could like and subscribe and share if this resonates with you, it means a lot to me every time I get a new subscriber. So we're going to do the finance, career, and money read for Taurus for November 2019 in the next 30 days. So let's dive right into it. Too much. Okay, Taurus. Heart's desire. The angels are supporting and guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality, which is fabulous. Okay. And declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take time to clear away the clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Okay, so that's going to help you focus and get whatever it is that you're trying to do in your finances and your career. Be organized, declutter. And the angels are supporting you. Okay, so whatever you're trying to do right now, whatever you're trying to grow, the angels are supporting you. Okay, I feel like this deck for you guys. Taurus. Okay, let's see where you are in your current situation, work, money, and finances. Too much. Four of Cups. You have an opportunity right in front of you that's being given, but you're focusing on something that's not even real. You're focusing on what you think you should be focusing on, but it's not real. Okay, it's not going to pay off. It's not whatever you're feeling is not. It's not going to pay off. What's blocking you is knowing which direction to go. You've got the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Chariot. Okay? You need to pick a direction. You need to pick a value. I feel like you have a couple different opportunities or a couple different jobs or sources of income that you juggle, and you need to pick the one that's going to give you the most benefit. And then also picking what's going to give you value is part of decluttering, okay? Because you have a lot of things you're juggling, and because you're juggling so much, you probably can't focus on the one that gives you the most benefit, which is why you are in the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has 4 cups. One is real and 3 are not. One is being offered to you and you're ignoring the one that has value because you're focusing on the other 3 that aren't going to go anywhere. Okay, which is why what's blocking you is the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is choosing an option and knowing which direction to go to with it. Okay, the Chariot follows the Star, which is in the financial read is the life purpose, the purpose that's going to bring you value and fulfillment and fortune. Okay, we all have a part of fortune in our astrology chart. Okay, and not only does that bring a financial abundance, but it brings wealth in whatever makes us feel wealthy, okay? So it could be finances, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be money, it could be shoes. You know, whatever makes you feel abundant, okay? So you don't know what to choose to get you there because you're focusing on the wrong things because you have so many things you're juggling. That's where you are right now. Let's see what your strengths are with your career, money, and finance. Taurus's strengths. Career, money, finance. Taurus's strengths. Your strengths are clarity and honesty. Your strengths are clarity and honesty. And you're also good at paperwork. You're good at paperwork too. Let's see what your weaknesses are. 5 of Swords. Arguments. Okay? Arguments. Conflict. Arguments and conflict. Let's see what the opportunities are for you in the next month. What opportunities do you have? I also feel like, to go back to the weaknesses, I see the Five of Swords. I don't feel like the Five of Swords is you. I feel like the Five of Swords is other people taking advantage of you, okay? I feel like you don't pay attention enough to the other people that are kind of scheming behind your back, maybe at work. I feel like that's what it is. Your opportunity is the Nine of Cups in reverse. That doesn't sound like a very good opportunity. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Okay, Nine of Cups in reverse is not getting your wish fulfillment. But I feel like in this situation, it's because you're so unfocused on the cups that are real, on the tangible things that will bring you fulfillment. You're focusing on other things, that the opportunity is for you to see what your wishes really are, to see what gives you value, and it's not the things that you're placing your time and effort in to acquire money. Okay. Your advice from your spirit guides is the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so some of you may have a boss that's very manipulative. Okay, because Emperor is boss energy, and we have the Knight, and he's holding a coin up. Okay, and the Emperor is above him. Okay, so he's holding the coin up. Your advice is to the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady, okay? Is to just, even if your boss is being manipulative, even if your boss is being dominating and aggressive, to don't action, okay? Don't respond. Keep doing your work and keep being productive to get there, okay? That's your advice, is to ignore your boss, okay? Don't ignore your boss, but ignore your boss's reactions. For other people that have their own business, okay, it would be to keep going and working at your business, because the Emperor can be an entrepreneur. I'm not know if I'm saying that right. The Emperor can be an entrepreneur. Keep going, but you need to focus on being a productive entrepreneur and not being not manipulative, but not managing it properly. Okay, you need to be the Knight of Pentacles. You need to be slow and steady and methodical, and don't try and do it all at once. The Knight is a knight. He's not a king. Okay, the Knight needs to work to become a king. If you're starting your own business, don't start and say, okay, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do this, this, and that, and I expect to have an empire in a week. You got to work it. You got to hustle. And that's the Knight of Cups. He works slowly and methodically until he builds himself to a king. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles always turns into a king, but it takes a long time, and it's a hard, arduous road, but the Knight of Pentacles walks it, okay? So if you have a boss, just keep going and chugging along and don't react, okay? Slow, methodical, and keep going. If you have your own business, it's the same kind of energy, okay? That's the outcome if you take the advice. Yeah, you will let go. If you take the advice, you will let go of all everything that you've been trying to block and work against, and all the walls that you've been putting up because you're trying to defend against all this, and you're trying to keep yourself going. You're going to be able to put all those defenses down, because it's going to start to flow now, okay? It's going to flow. You're going to pick a direction, you're going to know what's tangible, and you're going to keep working at it. The outcome, if you don't take their advice, is the Magician in reverse. And the Magician in reverse is also manipulative. He manipulates things, but he doesn't know how to make it happen. He tries, but he doesn't get there. The Magician doesn't have all the tools to make it happen, okay, if you don't take their advice. Let's get some clarifying cards to see where we are with each thing. Taurus. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. Okay. Healer of the ages, okay? So some of you may be healers, okay? And you need to focus on what gives your heart, healing. You need to heal yourself. If you heal others, that might be the area that you need to focus, and it might not be financial gains that fill your soul. You might need to focus on things that help the collective and heal the collective instead. And when we do something with no intentions for ourselves is when the universe when the universe gives you the things that you gave up on wishing, like you're like, oh, I'm not going to ask for it. They're like, okay, well, now you earned it. So the Four of Cups, the healer, the healer of the ages is the cup that you're not paying attention to. That's what you need to invest in. Okay, let's see what's blocking you. Cornucopia. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is you need to decide what option you want to go to. You need to go there with the Chariot. You need to follow your intuition. You need to follow what feeds your soul. You need to follow your life purpose. And then you're going to have the Cornucopia, which is celebrations, abundance. It reminds me of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? There'll be celebration and abundance and a feast, okay? That's what's blocking you, is that there's so many options. There's so many things that you're trying to juggle and focus on. You don't know which one. You can't give one of them all your attention because you're focusing on too many of them, okay? There's too many avenues. There's too much in front of you. Okay, let's see what your strengths are. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is clarity and truth and organization. Okay, Ace of Swords. Also paperwork. Yeah. Truth and what makes your heart happy. A woman holding a heart. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Swords and the woman holding your heart. What makes your heart happy? Also, we have our first chakra, which is our root chakra. Okay, so your strengths are you're very grounded, and you know what makes your heart happy. Okay, and it could be that you're in a relationship and your partner, because it says woman holding your heart. So it's the person that you are committed with is also part of your strengths. They are going to support you, and no matter what you choose, okay? And you are very grounded. Well, you're a Taurus, of course you're grounded. But you have clarity and you have truth, and you also have a support system, so that's great. That's what your strengths are. Let's see what your weaknesses are. And we've got the Five of Swords, which I felt was other people, having conflict with other people and other people deceiving you. Swords, please. Sixth chakra. Yeah, third eye. So the third eye is about seeing the unknown, seeing what nobody else can see, okay? And this goes hand in hand with the Five of Swords, because I said I feel like you don't see that they deceive you. You don't see what's going on behind your back. You don't see the deception. And if you do see it, you're not noticing it. So this is why the third eye is part of your weakness, because you're not paying attention. There are people in the work, career, money, finance section of your life that are deceiving you, okay? So there's arguments, there's conflicts, but you don't see it. So that's something you need to open your eyes to, okay? So let's go what the advice is. Nine of Cups in reverse, giving up what you think you wish you should have, giving up all of that, okay, to grow. Nine of Cups in reverse. Envy. So that goes with the wishes. Okay, so what you think that you should have, and you're envious. You're a little bit envious. Everybody's got it, though. Don't feel bad about that. I'm envious of people that can eat a whole bunch of food and not gain weight, because my fat butt just like smells chocolate cake and my butt expands, okay? So I'm envious of people too. We all have it. It's because we're spirits in a human body, and we're fighting the chemistry and the physical makeup of that body, okay? So, you know, envy is part of the human body, and it's something that we have to deal with, you know. But, you know, financial envy of other people. Maybe some people get it easy at work and you don't. Maybe some people don't have to work as hard, but you know, this is the life path that you need to go through, that your spirit chose to go through before you were born. Some people worked really hard in past lives, so in this life they seem like they don't work very hard and they just get things. Well, that's because they did the work at a different time, okay, and didn't get the reward then. Or, you know, maybe you got a bunch of rewards in the past life, but you hadn't earned it yet, so now you're earning it in this life, but you don't see the reward. Everybody's got their own karmic path, so you can't compare yourself to anybody else, okay? And there's always the flip side of everything, okay? If you are very poor in one life, then you were very rich, or you're going to be very rich in another life. And it's not about payback. It's not about equality. It's about learning and understanding. Your soul needs to learn what it's like to be poor in a life, and you need to know what it's like to have the flip side of that in another life. We've had hundreds of lives, and we'll have hundreds of lives again. The whole purpose of us being here is so we can learn things, not so we can have fun all the time, but so we can learn experiences, okay? Don't be envious, because everybody's got their own situation, and you don't know what happened in another life, okay? So let's see what the outcome if you take the advice. Oh no, that was your opportunities for growth. Okay, so let's see what the advice is. Your opportunities for growth. That was the opportunity to get away from that, to get away from the envious and what you think you wish you should have. So this is the advice. The Knight of Coins with the Emperor in reverse. Okay, advice. Doesn't want to come out. Advice, please. 7th chakra, crown chakra. So you need to get in touch with your higher self. I think to just calm yourself, because you've got the Emperor in reverse, which is like a very dominating boss. So you just need to get in touch with your higher self to understand the purpose of all of this and the life lessons. You know, you are meant to be a healer, and to have your heart's desire, and to heal the ages, healer of ages. So you've been a healer for hundreds of lifetimes, okay? So you just need to get in touch with your higher self. That's your advice. And it outcome, if you take their advice, we've got the 9 of staffs, the 9 of wands in reverse, which is letting go. You don't have to hold on anymore. You don't have to hold on. Yeah, so their advice, the outcome, if you take their advice, is you will let go of all that, okay? You'll let go of being tied up, and that's all the stuff that you're juggling. You're constantly busy, okay? So you'll be able to let down those defenses, okay? Outcome, if you don't take their advice. Magician in the mirror, okay? So you've got the Magician in reverse and the Magician in the mirror, okay? If you don't take their advice, you're not going to have the means to make anything happen. You're not going to be able to manifest anything, okay? You need to let go of the things that don't serve you. You need to declutter your life to the opportunities that aren't paying off. You need to let go of and ignore the boss that's manipulating you. And you've got the 5 of Swords here. There's a lot of shady stuff going on at work, you know, and you need to let go of that. You have the Magician in the mirror. When you look at in the mirror, the magician is you. You can see him, but you're not tapping into that. Your magician is in reverse, okay? The flip side of the mirror is in reverse, okay? So you're going to see, okay, there I am, but how do I make it happen? Because I'm in reverse. Sorry, my leg is itchy. That's going to be the outcome. So I know this is a heavy read, but just take a minute, take a deep breath, know what your strengths are, know what your weaknesses are. You're very grounded, okay? You're very grounded. You maybe need to do some clearing on your crown chakra and your third eye, and maybe that will help you. I feel like it will, but just take a deep breath and get through it. And this is also Mercury retrograde energy, so it could shift next month, okay? This is just for till the 20th of November, and then Mercury goes direct, okay? So deep breaths and you'll get through it, all right? Thank you, Taurus. Subscribe and like and share on all those wonderful things, and I'll see you soon. Bye.